0077. So let's use that and hit the Enter key. It's just a warning, so let's ignore this. Now on this screen, you can select the title, payee name, oh, it was a vendor name, so let's keep it as it is. These fields should have been updated from the vendor master, but if it's not maintained already, simply key in the information manually. Now once you maintain the address, hit Enter to continue. See, the system is saying that the amount was already paid in full. The system is loading information, so let me try to key in an amount here. Let's assume the amount was $1,500. Hit the Enter key first and then hit the Save button to post the check, and there you go. We just created a manual check for $1,500. Let me update the document number and change its status to complete. If you haven't noticed already, all these tasks that we are performing are part of bank and cash-related transactions. Next up is how you can delete a check. Go to SAP System, paste in transaction FCHF and hit the Enter key. So let's use the manual check we just created and delete it. Now hit the Execute button. We got a prompt asking if we want to delete this check. Select Yes if you want to delete, and there you go. We just deleted our previously issued check. Let me save this document number into our Excel file. Status is now changed to complete. Our last task for bank and cash transactions related activity is how to maintain a manual bank reconciliation. Transaction code is FF67. Simply copy the transaction code and let's go to the SAP system. Paste the transaction in and hit Enter. I need to select a screen template variant for our task, so let me select Bank Statement from our list. You will also need to select the relevant processing type that is defined in your system and hit the Continue button. Now all these fields that you see here are mandatory for me, so I will have to make a selection first before we can proceed further. Let me go back and show you something. Click on this mountain icon. Select any account from this list, double-click on the opening balances, and see these are the transactions that make up the balances for this particular period. So this is how you can view various transactions that are processed in the system already. Double-click on any of these amounts and select Transfer to transfer the opening and closing balances. So these were our opening and closing balances that we just transferred over as our starting point. Now if you want to change the balances, suppose this balance was wrong and you want to change it. Key in the amount and hit Enter. I got a red error message here. I cannot use this bank type using the banking key. So let me go back out and come back in again. Again, click on Overview. Let me select a different bank account this time. Remember, it's a test system, not a production system, so I am bound to get errors here and there. Click on New Statement Account and our opening balance has been transferred over. I don't have any transaction to post, so let me key in a closing balance just to show it to you. Select the relevant posting period. Hit Enter, and here you can provide transaction amounts. I just made up this entry, and of course the system cannot find this transaction because it was a dummy transaction. So anyway, this is how you can process the manual bank statement and maintain your bank reconciliation at the same time. Now we will pick up from here in the next part of this SAP FICO exercise. At this stage, I want you to practice everything that we covered in this topic. I know it was way too much information, so take your time and do a lot of practice before proceeding any further. Remember, SAP is all about practice, so if you really want to master SAP, you will have to spend some time with the system. See you in the next part of this video exercise.